Bonjour, hello. Welcome to Madame Mindset's new channel. My name is Kate. I'm an elementary school classroom teacher. I teach in Francophone elementary schools in Ontario, Canada. For those of you that don't know, I'm the creator of Madame Mindset YouTube channel. It's a YouTube channel dedicated to brain breaks videos in French. And if you're interested in seeing those, I'll leave a link to the channel in the description below. You may be wondering, but who is Madame Mindset? In this first video, I hope to dispel some of the mystery. Ooh. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to give you some information about me. My name is Kate Dumouchelle. At school, they call me Madame Catherine, and even sometimes now, Madame Mindset. I love to laugh and have fun. I read somewhere that kids laugh like a bajillion times a day, and adults don't laugh as much. I think I read this during the pandemic, and I was like, oh man, I think I laugh an awful lot, but I'm going to try to laugh as much as I can because I honestly think that laughing and joy and fun is like the fountain of youth. So I'm going to try to be more lighthearted and less serious, especially since during the pandemic things were like super serious and I felt very anxious myself. So I was trying to lighten the mood and feel better. I love to be physically active. For my whole life, I played on team sports. I played hockey, I played baseball, I played soccer. Boring, okay. And then later on, after I graduated and became a teacher, I had always been physically active, like working out and all that stuff. And I really believe that that's another example of something that can make you feel a lot better on a daily basis. Not only is it good for your body, it's really good for your mind. I found that teaching stressed me out quite a bit, and that going to work out on a daily basis was helping me feel a lot better mentally, in a good mindset. And so I found when I first got I think it might have been my first year full time, I found what's called CrossFit, and I fell in love with that. I started doing it on my own, and then I found a gym that I started doing that. Unfortunately, while I was playing hockey, and I was doing a lot of physical activity, I was trying to do something physically active every day, and I fell like a newborn giraffe on the ice, and I really hurt my hip. I thought I had hurt my back at first, but I hurt my hip, I think, really badly, and then just continually doing all this physical exercise without getting that checked out just compounded the issue. And when I did my second Ragnar race, for those of you who don't know, Ragnar race is when you run approximately 200 miles with a team. The second time I had done it, I was feeling great. I ran 13 miles. I felt awesome. And then on the last mile, I fell apart and I could barely even walk home. My hip and my knee was hurting so badly. I don't know, I fell apart. And then during the race, I had one of the longer legs, and I really, really wanted to do that, and I trained for it, but I think I increased the volume too quickly because I just thought I'm fit, I can do this kind of thing, but I was feeling pain on a regular basis, and I just ignored that, and look what happens. So anyway, I don't really CrossFit anymore, but I am getting back into working out. I've got an awesome trainer that's helping me out with that, and if you're ever interested to see what I do, what my trainer has me doing, I could show you. Oh, I also learned how to ski. I used to have a snowboard, and then after 10 years of not snowboarding, I went on a ski trip snowboarding, and I could barely get down the mountain, and it was super embarrassing. So I switched to skiing because it's a lot more like having skates on your feet, and I like to have short skis so that I can control myself better. But anyway, I'm currently training to go on my first real mountain in the Rockies this winter at some point, so I'm really excited about that. And also training for a backpacking trip in, I don't know, it's going to be somewhere in the States somewhere. I'm not sure where, but last time I did a backpacking trip I think that was one of the things that exacerbated my hip pain, and I really want to make sure that I'm trained up for it so I can have fun. Which brings me to the next thing that I love very much, and that is camping. I love being in charge of the campfire, and I love sleeping in a tent, and I love kayaking, and I love whitewater rafting, and I love stargazing. I also love going to a cottage very much. Another thing I love is dogs. This is my tiny dog Tegan. And no, there's no Sarah. My dog Tegan is 13 years old. She's very tiny. I love spending time with my family and friends. I love to listen and learn about how kids think. The kids have a lot of fun things to say, and they're all very intelligent, and they're, especially when they're in first grade or whatever, they're all super cute. So I even love when I'm doing supply teaching and I get to listen to the kids' opinions and ideas and things that they watch on TV, and I just love all of it. So yeah, you may be wondering why start another YouTube channel. The main reason I want to start a new YouTube channel is because I want to start making content for adults only, and I didn't want to mix that up with the stuff that's on the Madame Mindset channel right now. When people find out that I create Madame Mindset, they either don't believe me or they've got a million questions for me about how I make my videos, what equipment or software I use, etc. So, okay, maybe not a million questions. So I hope to answer some of these questions for those of you that are curious, or maybe make some content that teaches others how to make some videos of their own if they want to know how to do that. Let me know in the comments below if that interests you at all. My reason number 2, I want to be able to share some tips and tricks and resources that I use to help students in the classroom, especially when it comes to vocabulary and language learning in French. This channel is going to be in English for the most part, but there will be some French speaking. I will get into that in a future video that I have already planned on making, so if you're curious, you could follow along in one of the future videos that's coming up soon. Reason number 3, making children's videos on YouTube makes it really hard to interact and connect with the audience because the comments are closed on all videos that are labeled kids. And if you're a YouTube creator and you're making videos for kids or that are intended to be viewed by children, you should be labeling your videos for kids, which then closes down the comments. I'm really excited to open up communication with everyone. So, reason number 4. After exploring how to make videos for way too long of a time and finally taking the leap to get started, I wanted to be able to explore more ways to use my creativity with the knowledge that I have gained. Another reason that kind of goes along with that is I've had a difficult time finding other teacher vloggers from Canada, French immersion teachers, so I kind of wanted to take a stab at that. I know that I really appreciate watching other teachers do their thing because it makes me feel a lot less alone, so maybe that will be something that you guys might relate to. When I first started Madame Mindset, I debated using my face for Madame Mindset, and I ultimately felt too scared to do it. So I created an icon that I thought represented the brand I wanted to create, which is now the famous blue brain, which is something that the little kids often say. If teachers introduce me and they say, "This is Madame Mindset," and the kids are like, "Huh?" Yeah. The kids don't believe me because my brain is not blue and my head is a head of a real person. I felt and still feel like, who will listen to me? I am not an expert. Who's gonna want to use and watch the resources that I make? So really, when I get feedback that is super valuable to me, I still feel scared to put myself out there like this, but I want to be able to use my creativity in new ways. So here I am, taking the leap. So there we are. That's why I'm starting a new YouTube channel. Some future videos that you can look forward to are a video about brain breaks and how I use them in the classroom and why, videos about classroom games that I use, and videos about software and gear that I use to make my video and resources, and videos about making videos. If you like this video, click on that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so that you can get notified when a new video is posted. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. And à la prochaine. Au revoir.